It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yellow.
From the 44, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll run with a fullback Ham, and he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
4th down, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Cousins now. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And now on the heels of the pick 6, here's their offense on the field sooner than intended as they'll try to make it 8-0. Now Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
You got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to you,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Cook. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. This offense has converted in this spot twice already here in this first quarter. Now, can they convert again here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
21.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Here we go.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. On 1st down, Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, watch that.
Cousins on 1st down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the ground, it's Cook. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Cousins throw complete to Thielen, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A nice gain of 21 yards. Inside give to Ham, the fullback, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Here's Ham, the fullback, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, 382, Liz 50. Listen to me.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch.
Bravo.
54. Come on.
They're working out of the gun. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know,
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
that's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception,
Here we go.
a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
He's coming.
65, 65.
He's coming. Double up.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
Here we go,
So
here we go.
4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
21, 21.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Here we go, here we go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
To throw is Garoppolo. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Hey, yo. 54. Hey, Foxtrot.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 40 to Come on, boy. Come on.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They will run again with Coleman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Sanders has got it complete, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Here we go. 180! Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here we go. 180! 6!
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go, here we go. 12.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
This is Coleman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to catch. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Hey, Echo.
Right there.
One last shot now for Cousins. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense